Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Bears are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a Cowboys team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. First down, Wheeler. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
First carry for Devontae Booker. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try and run with Booker. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. This is Booker on the dump off. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Wheeler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 133 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
To throw on second down, Townsend. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Townsend. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's able to put it through. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Wheeler over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Booker on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on 1st down. Wheeler. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Townsend. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. First down. Wheeler over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. They'll hand off to Booker. Looking to throw on second down. Wheeler. A big hit. Knocked out sideways at the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
But the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 15-7 is the score, and we're back to Soldier Field after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Set! Green, 39!
Off the play fake. Townsend. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Knight. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And it's good to make it 15-14, 1-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker covering, cornerback covering, safety covering him. Always has the advantage, usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend them.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On the handoff, this is Booker. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw. Wheeler. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Vernon Butler in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So on 4th down, the call's out for Tim Mastay to punt it away. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. To throw on 2nd down. Townsend looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Townsend. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Wheeler. They set up the screen to Booker. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Here's Booker. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
To throw on second down. Wheeler. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third and short, it's Booker. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Wheeler. And he fires one, but incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So no problems here in the field goal department, make him now 2 for 2.
Yeah, he's normally pretty reliable, so not much of a surprise there.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Looking to throw on second down. Townsend. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. first down. Mitchell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
On second down now, Mitchell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now, we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. First and 10. Wheeler firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
On the counter. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. To throw on second down. Wheeler. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Throwing on first down. Wheeler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got Booker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
From the gun, Wheeler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run it. This is Booker. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Devontae Booker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Lambeau on for the extra point. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's Devontae Booker that's able to finish it off with a touchdown. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw on third down. Townsend throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Back to the air on second down. Wheeler. Looking left side, and it's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going.
Here we go.
On first down, Wheeler. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that one, Charles? We haven't seen that in a while. The illegal forward pass.
The quarterbacks get so much leeway on this play that you're right, Brandon. It is very rare that we see the call come out for a legal forward pass.
A second down carry for Booker. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Bears haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Cowboys will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Here early in the first, completion will be made here to a wide open man, and he'll end up at the 10-yard line before being tackled. Sticking with the same drive, quick pass and completion is made here, and it ends up working for a touchdown. Cowboys going up by 6. Bears with the football midway through the first. Nice work to make the catch in double coverage, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. They go up by 1. First and 10, Wheeler's going to shift out to the right side. He'll pick up more than 10 yards on the play. Cowboys later on the drive, they'll look to the end zone here, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. They go ahead by 5. Bears have it early in the second. Completion will be made here to a wide open man, and this play goes for a score. The Bears trail now by 1. Cowboys have it at the 2. Booker's going to hit off the left side, and he'll go for the score. The lead now at 11. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. 1st and 10. Townsend. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun. Townsend. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start out on the ground with Booker. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Looking to throw on second down. Wheeler. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Wheeler. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down. Townsend. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Off play action. Townsend. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Here we go now. 319.
Off the play fake. Townsend. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to throw. Townsend. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw on second down. Townsend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The Bears on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
From the gun, Townsend. And he's got some space here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 19. That one goes for 24 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing, and that's maybe what we saw.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down.
Let's go. 3-19.
On the carry, it's Booker. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Off play action. Townsend. And he's got room. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Operating from the gun, Townsend. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blue landed.
Back to throw. Townsend. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The Bears on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Townsend. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Townsend. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
On 1st down, Wheeler. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. They'll run with Booker. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 3rd down, Wheeler. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
First and 10. Wheeler. And an out. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just got their assignments down, they would get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Off the play fake. Townsend. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Bears on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Townsend. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
It could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right. That was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Wheeler. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. First down, Wheeler. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Operating from the gun. Wheeler. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
To throw on third down. Wheeler. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Tim Mastay now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Townsend. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. From the gun, Townsend throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this is no good, but that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all, and our score remains the same. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. To throw again. Wheeler. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Wheeler. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Running again, and again it's Booker. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Wheeler, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield. Run.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Blair Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on 1st down. Wheeler. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wheeler. And he rifles one incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wheeler. And now another one thrown incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Wheeler. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chandler Worthy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go now. 3-19!
On 1st down, Townsend. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Here we go. Green.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Six yards to go here on second down.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And to give this time to the tailback. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Chicago, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.